Hey, good morning, and it's a new week, and we're just back at it. And so, boy, it's nice today. Man, it almost feels like spring might be here. It's supposed to be nice for a few days, and we're supposed to get some storm this weekend. But anyway, I am down in that slickhorn pasture today, and I'm just doing some rewriting and cleaning up. I know that there are some cows in here that had little tiny calves that couldn't get out last week. So I'm going down looking for them and seeing if I can get them. And anyway, we're going to be doing quite a bit of that this week and just getting cows bumped to where they're supposed to be and keep them on that fresh feed and good water and supplement and salt and stuff. And boy, do we have a lot of calves on the ground. I don't know what percentage we're calved out, but I bet we're 50%, maybe even a little more. So that's exciting. It's fun to see that. But anyway, that's what we're doing this week. So hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, I'm riding our best horse today, so it ought to be a good day. This is Duke. If you haven't ever seen him before, he is a 7-year-old registered quarter horse. We got him from the Pitzer Ranch. And he's out of a stud they call Baron Jules. And wow, he is phenomenal. He's been so fun to have, and he's so good to ride. And we're just really lucky we have a horse like this. But anyway, that's who I'm riding today. So it ought to be a good day. Any day I get to ride Duke, it's a good day. All right, well, I'm seeing a couple of fresh tracks on this trail here in front of me. And I'm quite a ways down in this pasture, so anyway, I'm going to keep tracking them up. But I'm close enough to an old kind of cowboy cave where the old timers used to stay that I want to take you over there and show you a couple of things. So I'm going to go over there and then I'll get back on the tracks. All right, so this does not look like much, but it's actually an overhang where old-time cowboys used to have a camp, and they would just camp up underneath this ledge when they were down in here. The reason I know that is just because there's evidence that they've been here, but when I was a kid, the previous owners brought me in here, and this has been, 45 plus years ago, and showed me this place and said that it's where their relatives used to camp back in the early 1900s. And you can still see some boards and some pipe where they may have tried to have a spring or something there, and you can see some old cans and stuff like that. And then over here in the back there is some names, and I don't know if there's dates, but there's some names in the back of this little cove here. I'll try to zoom in on them so you can see them. That is a Lyman, and Lymans were a very prominent name that came through the hole in the rock with that pioneer group in the 1880s, which is also where we get our name. So anyway, this is just kind of a cool place right here. Okay, and then right around the corner from that little overhang, there's a little tiny box canyon right here that they used for a corral. And so they would put their horses up in here overnight and keep them right back in there. But you can see the evidence. You see these boards right here in front of me. And then they've had some trees that they cut and kind of stacked right there. Now it's pretty worn down. You know, you can't tell that there was much here, but this used to be where they would keep their horses. You can still see, like right here, some of the wire on the trees that wired those logs up. And again, back when I was a kid and just started working out here, there was a bale of hay that was stuffed up underneath this little overhang right here that stayed here for years and years and years. And I don't know how old it was, but it was here a long time. And anyway, I was hoping it'd still be here, but it is gone now. So anyway, just kind of a really cool place. Gives you a glimpse into those old timers and what they did and kind of how they did things, but just a cool place. Okay, so I got to get focused again and get back on hunting cows. And their tracks go right up in here in a little cove, and I come around here and I can see some cows. Let me zoom in on them here. They're just standing right there. Okay, these are part of the ones we're looking for, so I'm going to go up in there and get them out and start pushing them back up the trail out of here. All right, good find. Got 4 pair right here. And well, the calves look plenty big enough to make it out, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna get them headed the right direction, get them up out of here. All right, come on, mamas. Uh-oh. We got 5 calves and 4 cows. Dang it, we're missing one. Okay, well, I've got to go back up in this cove and see if we've got something else up here. I'm gonna go look. Well, I was riding up this trail and just focused on the tracks, and my horse looked over and there she is. Dang thing. All right, so we'll get her back down to her calf and I'll be able to take them all out. But I'm gonna just make sure there's nothing else up here. So there's obviously some water in here somewhere that they're drinking out of. This trail in front of me is pretty pounded. So I'm gonna just peek around this corner and make sure I'm not missing anything right up in here. Okay, well, I keep getting distracted. I'm having a hard time focusing on cows today. I'm just riding up here and saw this little ruin. I just thought it was really cool. Kind of a neat little ruin though. Must be some kind of a little storage bin or something. Not big enough to be like a living dwelling. So I'm gonna ride around this corner and see what else is here. Right, I came around the corner from that little granary, and in a little cove, I hit these ruins. Boy, they are cool. Got willows in the roof on that one. It's kind of cool. Oh, that's neat. Amazing. I just love finding stuff like this and looking at it and wondering who these people were and how in the world they survived. Anyway, that's cool. All right, I gotta get back on my horse and get back to work. Okay, well, I just said I had to get back on my horse. My horse is tied over there. Just walking back, and I can see a corn cob. That's pretty cool. Also, can't really tell very good because it's been covered up, but this little round wall right here is a kiva. Anyway, pretty neat. All right, caught up this cow, and I'm gonna get her with her calf, and we should have 5 pair. So that'll be a good find for today. We'll get them and get them out of here. All right, made it to the gate. Hey, good morning. Back at it this morning. And I just back pushing these cows that we brought out yesterday, and we picked up a few more cows, but I want to show you something here that's kind of cool. Okay, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you've seen this black cow with that white strip on her. She looks like a belted Galloway, but she's not. Her mother was Black Angus and her father was Black Angus. So we have no idea where that the white comes from. And then it's crazy, but look at her calf this year. That calf's out of a Black Angus bull. So something genetically going on that is kind of cool, but it's throwing lots of color. But man, they just good marker cows, but boy, they just stand out like a sore thumb out here. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of cool. I hadn't seen her calf yet this year, so this is the first time I've seen it. Oh, keeping these cows and calves straight is a pain. Like they can't go very far before they lose each other. Well, we got everything together, and we're gonna head over this hill and toward the next pasture. Quite a ways. We won't make it there today, but we're just gonna bump these cows and get them started that direction. Lots of little calves. Just have to take it slow and easy. Well, we are still pushing. It's kind of a long, slow push, and the cows are really about done. The babies are pretty wore out. We've been going maybe, I don't know, 6 miles or so. And so I think I'm just gonna make sure everything's paired up good, and we're gonna kind of let them go. Give them a little bit of a break, but you can start to see some of the calves got their mouths open and tongues hanging out, and so probably time to back off. I did find me some treasures today though. Made the whole day worth it. I'll show you. Got them on back of the saddle. So that'll be good. Good morning. New day. Back at it this morning. Just moving a little group of cows, drifting them down to that other pasture already. But man, what a beautiful day. Try to zoom in there. You can see Monument Valley from here. Anyway, we've got a little group of cows going this morning and making the same trip we did yesterday. Sometimes that's what cowboying's all about. You just keep at it till you get everything. I get to ride Glade today. Sure, I'm glad to be on him. He's such a nice horse. Well, all right. We're down in here at an old corral. We got a few cows. They're a long ways from where they're supposed to be. So we kind of got some panels set up and got things rigged up to where we can load these cows we're gonna get. We hope this works. Well, okay, so we've got, I think, 7 cows and 7 calves right here. And they're way down in a place where we thought we were kind of cleaned out, but we're not. And so we're gonna see if we can load all these in that trailer. And I hope we can. I hope we've got it set up good enough. That corral is just pretty old. We don't use it much anymore. And so if they fight or push on it hard, they'll break right through it. But we're gonna see if this is gonna work. So last week's video showed a cow that was calving, and it's that cow right there with the pink ear tags. She was the one that calved last week, and she's got her baby with her, so good to see that. Okay, sorry, no filming. I took everything we had to get them in. But they're all in. Okay, I'm gonna haul them up to where they're supposed to be. All right, got them unloaded. Hey, good morning. Man, we had a little snowstorm came through here, and we're way down in this low country this morning, so there's not a lot of snow on the ground, just a skiff, but getting here was a little sketchy. Those roads were kind of icy. Anyway, we are down, me and Trayson today, we're down here re-riding and making sure we're clean in this pasture. So we're just gonna make lots of tracks and try to stay warm. So that's what we're doing today. Well, Trayson is on a different horse today. And you guys all know about Trayson's addiction to horses, right? So, but this is one we are just trying out. And so we've never ridden him before or had him out. It belongs to Trayson's relatives on his wife's side. And the reason we're trying him out is because he is a half brother to Duke. And Duke is our best horse. And this is his half brother, 4-year-old. Just kind of getting going good. He comes out of Nebraska at a Pitzer Ranch, and so they've got lots of horses and they want to sell this one, and we're gonna try him out today. So we'll see how he does. Trayson is kind of liking this horse. He's pretty darn nice. Pretty quiet coming along through there. He doesn't have a lot of rides on him. Probably somewhere between 60 and 90. So he's got a long ways to go, but sure has been quiet today. All right, we've seen a few tracks and we're just checking some water right here. And we're gonna go hunt tracks for a minute. All right, found the cows. And these little storms have put water that you can see, little pools right there in those rocks, rock water. So these cows are a little more spread out, but I wasn't even sure there was cows left in here. I thought we might have had them all, but I'm glad that we were back down here re-riding and we found these. We're gonna get them going up the trail out of here. All right, we picked up 2 more, 1 calf. So it's been a great find today. I got 6 now. We're gonna get them up and out of here. It's a little cold. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind in this mic or not, but it's kind of windy and just cold. Well, we ended up turning one of our cows back. She just acted like she might have a calf back there. We really couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if she was nursing or not, but she kind of wanted to go back, and so we turned her back. I don't want to leave or doggy a calf like that, so anyway, it means we'll have to come back down in and get her another day. Hey, good afternoon. I almost said good morning, but it's not morning. It's Saturday afternoon, and I actually thought we were done for the week, and we got a call saying that we had a cow in trouble down here on this trail that goes into that Johns Canyon country, and she's stuck between the gates where there's no water. And remember, we've been in here before a few videos ago fixing a problem just like this, and we have people that open the gates and then some people that close the gates. And anyway, the cows get stuck in between these 2 gates and there's no water. And so we got a report that we got a cow and calf down in here that don't look good at all, and they're trapped behind this 1 gate. So Trayson and I loaded up and ran down here real quick, and we're gonna go see if we can find her. Okay, we've come in here a couple of miles and we've gone through the first gate, and her tracks are right here on the road. And she went to the gate and laid on the gate, and then she turned around and she's headed back in, kind of the opposite way that we want her to go. But anyway, we're gonna get up here and see if we can track her and find her. So we talked to some guys who were on a side-by-side, and they saw her earlier this morning. And anyway, they turned around and went back to see if they could see her. So anyway, they're gonna help us find her. Okay, our friends in the side-by-side that are down here told us that this cow is up here off the side of the road laying. So, man, she traveled from where she was laying on that gate back there. She traveled 3 miles probably back, going back in. So anyway, they said that they got her, they could see her up here. So we'll go see what she looks like. Okay, we found our cow, and boy, she looks terrible. Probably 3-4 days at least without water. And she's got good energy. She's moving okay right now. But we're way down in here, farther than I thought. So anyway, we're about 1.5 miles from the gate. And so we're gonna take her and put her back to this gate where she can go find some water. Her calf looks fine. He's good, but boy, she is really dry. Pretty wobbly on her feet too. Sure, I'm glad these guys told us about her. She'd have been dead by tomorrow probably. Okay.
All right, we got her to the gate.
Okay, she made it to the gate. Boy, yeah, she's so weak. Oh, just frustrating that these gates, people can't close the gates. But it is what it is. But she's through the gate, and now she can get around here, and she's got a little ways to go to water, but she can make it. Okay, back in the saddle shop tonight. Man, that was a long afternoon. That poor cow, she was just about done for. I'm really glad that we caught her, and thanks to help from good friends who look out for us, we were able to catch up to her. Sunrise Outfitters, thank you, Lloyd and Josh. Saved us probably a dead cow, I'm sure. So anyway, wanted to give you an update on the progress we've been making this week on the saddle, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I've been working on. Even before I turn the camera around, I'll hold this up so you can see it. I've been working on the breast collar this week. It's going to go with this saddle, and this is it. It is a pulling collar, and so it's going to be pretty long. I put these big buckles on the top here, and anyway, if you're familiar with the pulling collar, it'll make sense. But I'll go ahead and now I'll turn the camera around and show you some detail on it. Okay, so here is this breast collar. This lower part I make out of latigo. I make it out of latigo because the latigo resists sweat better, and it'll hold up a lot longer than just regular leather. And then we always throw a brass heart on here, and you'll see all of our breast collars that we ride, we have that on there. It's just kind of a cool thing. And then the upper part is rough out, and it goes up into 1.5 inch buckle, and that buckle will hook around or hook into a piece of leather that comes through the swells. It's made thick, it's double layer leather, so it will last a long time. And this is called a pulling collar, and it's just what we found that works for us, and we like it. And so anyway, there it is. Well, all right, so that's our progress for this week. Now there are lots of different kinds of breast collars, and people like different styles and things. This is, again, is just what we like. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great week. Next week, we have got a big week coming. We're going to be gathering bulls already and getting them into town. I just can't believe that we're like full into spring work. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.